Well, my dad died from a cancer when he was 50. It was a horrible disease. And when I turned myself 50, I, of course, asked myself how would it be if I would be in the same situation and know that I have only a couple of months left. So, and also especially because I get sometimes very tired or disappointed by the situation here, political situation here in Europe, where especially around Paris, we had a big riot, a lot of violence from the young people coming from immigration, and violence I understand actually, because they have no future, they have no education, and it's really hard for them. And what make me sometimes very sad or desperate sometimes, it's not only their violence but more the violence of the reaction of people, French people, and everywhere actually in Europe where the fascism is rising. So sometimes I get so sad, or I believe, well, if I would have a cancer, at least I could leave this world. So it's pretty much the way my main character Claude feels at the beginning. He has a cancer. He used to be a sport trainer. He tried to do his best in the city close to Paris, and actually he couldn't help really the violence, and he get disappointed by himself, by the other one, by the world. And when he gets sick and realizes it's really bad, he doesn't want to cure himself because he wants to leave this world. And but actually he had a kid 12 years earlier with a young woman who was married, and he never met this kid because they believed it was the best things to do because she was married and she wanted to keep the kid. So, but knowing that he's going to die, he wants to see the kid, and so that's the first page of the book when the kid arrives. And of course the kids won't change so much, just he would feel more guilty to want to abandon, to give up, because he realized I cannot give up because there is my kids on this world. So the kid wants make him more happy, but he will force him to try to cure himself. And the whole story is seen by his wife Simone. And Simone is pretty much the one I was when my dad was sick, and later when my husband, because my husband died from a cancer. So I have the experience of this horrible disease, which is cancer, and also the way you go through this with somebody, because you cannot feel the pain, you just be next, and sometimes you go through very balanced feeling, and I'm trying to describe all these feelings also because this Simon, she sees how desperate he is, how much he suffers, how much his body changed, and she cannot help, and sometimes she gets disgusted because it happens, sometimes she gets upset with him because he doesn't share his pain so much, and that's all this. Yes, a real story when you are taking care of somebody who is really in a bad condition, psychologically and physically.